We lost to Tobruk, but my work had drawn the attention of British naval intelligence. They've been following one of Hitler's protégés sent to Africa, a ruthless advocate of nerve agents in the last war, General Franz Wahlen. Their informant, close to Wahlen, has gone dark, so they want me to investigate. My first port of call is the Gaberoun oasis, an Axis transport hub. Scout teams and commanders pass through here, along with intel. I have the cover of darkness on my side. There's a few officers in the area, so that's where I'll start my search. I can see plenty of elevation around the lake, perfect to set up my rifle. If Wahlen's been here, there'll be a trail, and I'll find it.
And we're off.
That's loud enough to cover my rifle fire.
It's a huge weapon he's got on his back there. Jeez, look at that thing. But I'm pretty sure we're going to need it. Alright, there's only one guy I need to take out down here before the target.
This is a good place to use my binoculars.
So I'm pretty well acquainted with this map. There's a guard to our left. Once you get about 25 meters and under, you need to stop running because guards will be able to see you and hear you 25 meters and under in the dark. So keep that in mind. There's a collectible right here. I'm going to show you where they are, although I've already collected them. All you got to do is take him out.
Something to collect from his corpse.
Have a bandage. See, we actually didn't need that extra bandage and we didn't need that extra med kit. So there's 4 enemies in this area. We need to search for intel. Those intel are on those 3 targets there. You automatically get collectibles when you get those targets. There are 2 guards that are over here to the right. One down, and there's a sniper in the nest up there, although he's not really a sniper. And there's a guard right there. You got to remember that this is a nighttime mission. So look at it as Sam Fisher has his night vision goggles to help the player see in the dark. And even though we all think, well, the enemy's going to see him too, but that's not the case. So think of the moon as our night vision goggles. So you can see that the mission is very well lit. It's bright. But I've turned the brightness up, and the game wants you to be able to see where the enemies are and stuff. But the enemies are not going to be able to see you as crystal clear as you can see them right now. So keep that in mind. We're going to be able to get pretty close to enemies, but at the same time, you still want to be cautious. Right there's where a collectible is going to be. Again, I do not recommend getting the collectibles on Authentic because it is super difficult to get them all in one go. And there's another collectible that'll be right there. Alright, so we got 2 guards here. Now, these optional objectives are what make this level more difficult than it really needs to be. I would say this level is not as difficult as it really is, but the optional objectives, all 3 of them, are just brutal. And you're going to find out exactly why. So wait till he about turns around and then you can go. Okay, if you see this guy on the way back, then chances are he's going to spot you if you go straight. So go ahead and go right. Now you also notice there is a sniper. Well, he's not really a sniper, but there's a guard up there in the sniper nest. But if you stay low and you stay over here, he will not see you. Get as close to this enemy as you can when he starts to turn. And just follow him up the hill. And then you can get by the sniper nest. Now, this part, the game actually wants you to kind of get caught and be in a little bind. You're going to see up here there's going to be a guard, but he's at the edge of the ledge, and you're going to see how difficult this is.
It'd be good to cover my 6 with a trap.
So I want you to set up some traps. I want you to learn about the game. So no matter what you do, this guy is going to fall. Depend on the animation, maybe 80% of the time he's going to fall straight forward and the enemy is going to see him down there. So what you want to do is get up here and pray that you actually keep him on the deck. And it looks like we did, so that's good. because that doesn't always happen. Make sure you move slow, don't go too fast because your footsteps can be heard. So we have actually dodged a big bullet there. We don't have to worry about the guard below seeing this body. But like I said, most of the time, here's the sniper nest, number 2. Most of the time, you will have to worry about the guard below because the body will fall. When you hear that little noise, it's time. Alright, looks like we're good to go. It took 2 shots. It's a new scope, so wasn't 100% sure exactly where I needed to aim, but now I pretty much know that 70 some meters is just over 1 click down. So this is what happens when you learn new scopes, new weapons and stuff like that. Everything changes. So, but we need a little bit more zoom magnification in order to do this. So he's going in that direction, which is good. We're clear. I find it so funny that we have this huge weapon on our back in a stealth mission. But I'm telling you, you're going to need it. We're going to have to go loud and proud later. We're going to let this guy go home to his mom. Wait for this guy. Give it about 3 seconds and you can go. Just want to make sure his line of sight's not on you now. The only guy we need to worry about up here is the guy that kind of circles around the tent. So the way I'm going about this mission is I don't want to have to take everyone out. I think the challenge is leaving people alive. It means I have to go around places and I can't go straight up to things, but I think it just creates more of a challenge for me and it's more interesting for you. Yeah, this game is awesome when it comes to killing. Make sure this guard's not coming around. But I want to be stealthy and not have to take everyone out. Alright, here's another letter. So our first main objective is accomplished. Alright, so if you see that guy waiting right there, then it's not a good idea to move. Now there's also, I think, an achievement where if you see these wells here, you can actually kill 4 enemies. You just got to put them in wells. So go ahead and get down. These bushes will provide you a little bit of cover. Once he passes your straight line, then that means you can go. Don't worry about his friend over here. So this first part's not too difficult. We got lucky with the body not falling down. The animation for the stealth takedowns. See, if you try to shoot that guy in the back on the sniper's nest, he will just fall straight forward and all the way down. So the stealth takedowns are the only way that you're able to do it in a manner to where you won't always fall down. 80% of the time he'll fall down, but that 20% he'll actually do a different animation.
I can squeeze through there if I crawl.
Alright, now it's going to start getting a little bit more difficult. Now this guy's actually really funny, so just kind of sit back here and wait. There's going to be a collectible in this little room right there. It's going to be about right against that wall right there. There's a crate. But watch what this guy does. It's hilarious. Bam, man, that guy can spin faster than anybody. He must have been a dancer in a former life. Alright, so as I said, I will show you where the collectible is in here. There's another well here, so you could like kill him and put him down the well. You need 4 bodies in the wells in order to get, right there is where I pointed where the collectible is. There's a way to get to one of your objectives right there. However, we're not going to go that way just yet. The game really wants you to go this way first. It wants you to complete this second optional objective. I want you to complete them in order. So, because of that, when you do this next optional objective, it's going to come up in just a minute. Gotta watch out. There's 1 guard down. There's 1 guard up there, as you can see, and there's this guy. Not 100% sure where the guard up there is. There he is. Make sure he doesn't see you. Wait here just for a second. Don't worry, he won't see you. Try to stay away from the plates, though. So I'm making this a little bit more difficult than it needs to be by going over here where the collectible card is. Right there is where it is. You just go walk into that room and it'll pick it up. Here's another well. You can dump another body. And that will give you an achievement, trophy, whatever you want to call it. Watch out for this searchlight.
The searchlight operator needs to go.
Okay, so like you said, the searchlight operator is going to go. You need to kill the operator as well as the searchlight. And this is also the second sniper's nest where the long shot is. But there's way too many enemies around here right now to perform the long shot. So I recommend you doing the long shot on a separate part of your own walkthrough or whatever you do. Again, the long shots are loud and proud and they make way too much noise.
Tenete gli occhi aperti.
Here's this officer here.
State pronti.
I should move dead bodies out of the way.
Continuate così, uomini.
Made that just in time. Don't worry, nobody's going to see that dead body as long as you take out this officer before he gets over there. Which we will do.
Restate vigili.
Alright, so now we can go ahead and get this next collectible that's in here. This is a very difficult collectible to get, but you can actually get it without taking the guards out. Like I said, this is why I recommend getting all the collectibles on a separate, maybe an easy run or something, because when you go in here, you need to want to take out all these enemies in this area, just for the fact that you're going to be blowing up tanks, you're going to have more enemies
Destroying
against
those
you.
trucks will damage their supply lines.
But I want to just prove to you that you can get in here. This collectible is going to be right there, and then you can get out without actually being seen. So now, this is the hardest optional objective. This is what makes this mission very difficult. And yes, there is a sleeping guard right there.
I can mask my shots if I sabotage this generator.
Alright, so you see that we've got a bunch of trucks that we can take out. So you can get the enemies all in one central location. Now this is where things are going to get loud. There's not really anything that you can do about it though. That's the only thing that sucks. Now we're going to get out our binoculars so you guys can see everybody in the area. So we can't tag enemies, unfortunately. It would be so cool if we could. So we got two that are looking out far, so we can't take that guy out. We'd have to take that guy out first. And because of that, can't really see past that point. There's a guy there, and then there's another guy directly below. And there's another guy over here, right there. So they're like at the just a perfect formation as far as all these guys. Now, this is where this big weapon that I have comes in handy, we can take out maybe a couple of these guys here with this guy. But it is going to give away kind of the whole stealth thing, but we have to take these trucks out. So, you know, I've kind of been a little torn as to doing all of this here. And again, we can't even see over the thing. So it really wants you to snipe people. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try to snipe this guy right there. Nobody's actually looking in his location. Could have got the double there, but I said it not to. Don't want to risk it. Take out Mr. Wife Beater with the shades. Never wear sunglasses at night. How many times I gotta tell you people? Alright, so we've taken out every soldier. From this point on, stealth is pretty much out the door. If you go any forward, there's going to be more trucks coming in that have more soldiers. So we can't complete this optional objective yet because it's going to bring too many people in. First thing we need to do is actually take out this guy who's over here. He's sleeping right now. The reason we want to take him out is because we're going to grenade those two in there, and then no one else is around to be able to hear it. So we're going to go in here and we're going to grenade this tent. Again, no one else is around. I think it's like 100 meters. And then they'll hear something, so... I usually like to wait until the sound is still masked, even though we don't have the emblem. Get down. Just to make sure they don't see you. Let's go check out Mr. Floater over here. Nothing found. Alright, sounds good. We could have used some dynamite or something, but hey. Okay, this is where stealth is completely out the door. There's nothing we can really do about it, and it's kind of upsetting because I wanted to keep being as stealthy as possible. But the game does not allow you on this part. I mean, you could try, and heavens to Betsy if you get it. Man, you've spent millions of hours on this level. But, yeah, you just really can't do it. So, my plan is hopefully this can be the only level or the only section where we can't stealth something all the way through. We were able to the first one.
It would be worth placing a few traps, just in case.
So we're far enough away from the camp. Now the enemy is right on the other side, so First thing you could think of is, you know, I'll throw a grenade. And that should kill him. Well, there's 3 enemies directly next to each other, so you might kill the 3 enemies, but the grenade has to be perfect. There's a rover, and there's another guard right around this corner. And because there's 5 guards in this very little area, stealthing it is just, you're asking for too much. This guard here, no matter what you do, if you get too close to him, he's going to see you. So you can't go up and stealth him, even if you are able to get behind him. The other thing, that no matter what you do, if you shoot this guy, even if you stealth shoot him, which I'm about ready to do, automatically the officer is going to come and look in this area. Maybe, maybe not. Did you hear it? I think we're safe. Wow, that's the first time ever that I've shot that guy that the officer didn't come. So I'm in uncharted territory right now. If only we could mark enemies. I'm not used to being able to get this close. Actually see where everybody is. There's 3. The officer is not any of them standing up. He's one actually sitting down, which can't see him. I guess we could try... I want to say we could throw a stick of dynamite, but the grenade would seem to be the best option. Alright, so there's another guard. Can't see him yet. Where is he? So there's a total of 4 guards left. Even though you only see 3 right here, the 2 standing up and the officer. There's actually 4. There he is. This guy makes it a little bit more difficult to just take these 3 out. I think I could get a good grenade and take the 3 out, but in turn, it's going to cause some bad things. So. Not sure what I'm going to do. He just gets to that point, then he turns back around.
Restate vigili.
What I'm going to do is going to be risky.
Controllate le armi. State allerta.
So we can place dynamite. I can get a good shot with that. Then I'd have to snipe this guy as fast as I could.
Continuate così, uomini. Sparando addosso. Fate attenzione.
See if that gets him. Come on. Yes. Wow, we did it. That is the first time I've been able to do that. I feel accomplished. I feel like a man. And no more grenades, but hey, 2 more right here. Now that truck is coming up. It's not letting me pick up. Too many guys are located in this area. Hurry up before this truck starts coming in. Alright.
Controllate le armi. State allerta.